how to create a simple functioning electric stove. It's very cool. I really like it. So start off by getting ourselves a metal plate. There might be ads, so I hope you can ignore it. And I want to stop the game. I'll go ahead and freeze that. Very important, so it doesn't jostle around. Then get yourself a metal rod. Okay, so next you want to play. I don't know what that brick came from, but we're gonna have to do something about that. So random brick from nowhere. Okay. And now we want this to be knocked down on the side like that. Pause it. We're also gonna need a brick, so we want to freeze the brick. Okay, just like that. I also want to freeze the metal plate, so I'm gonna put that down a little so that I can sit properly. And it's sitting properly now. Up next, components that we are gonna need to make this work are gonna be from the technical side. So you want yourself a generator. Okay, get that, the generator. You want to have yourself some electrical cable like this, and then you're gonna need some specialized components to start the generator remotely from where you need it to. Now, for this demo, we're gonna be using the button toggle, a fairly efficient setup. So I want to go ahead and just freeze the button toggle. Before you do that, I think it's fairly obvious to understand we need to link the button toggle, and it's fairly complicated to do that with the brick settings, so we'll have to get that ran all the way there and put the brick back into place once we remove this. So there we go. Alright, so that's looking good so far. Up next, it's time to go ahead and just freeze this little disc up here. I don't want to unfreeze that one, I'll freeze this one. It's taking me some time to open the menu up. There we go. Freeze it, and additionally want to disable the collision because there's no other options regarding on how you're gonna make that work. I'll direct this out of the way because I don't want it to be filming itself, getting filmed. Alright, so that's the entire electrical technical part of a generator setup. Up next, you want to get the generator and move it somewhere where it's not in the way, and drop it down. I'm gonna make sure that it drops down. And now you want to ensure that it starts up, so that this message pops up and you can hear the generator running. That means it's working. Okay, so we're going to pause it again, and then we're going to go over here to the generator part, and I want to go ahead and edit the parameters of this generator. So just go ahead and edit the parameters. It's popping me up with the thing here. Okay, edit the parameters. So what you want to put as the voltage is 999, and you can close that up. And there's your electric hob. So what you want to do to test it, you want to start it up, and if it's sparking like that, it's functional. Alright, so now it's time to demonstrate this electric hob. So in this case, there's a lot of things you can mess around with. Here's, for example, a snowman on the electric hob. If it melts, that means it's working, so we want to turn it off now. It's very dangerous, so if you place something like a melon on it, it will explode. Here's a teapot. So because of the electricity, it heats up the pot to the point where it's so hot, it literally lights on fire everything. So you want to smash it because you don't want it to touch neighboring objects or they could be light on fire. Now, it's fairly obvious this is a very efficient setup. So here we have tomato. Okay, we have tomato. See, this is just normal tomato. And then we're gonna grab ourselves a teapot, and we're gonna be demonstrating this with a teapot. Don't mind the fact that we're doing with that, but this is one of the objects that heats up normally. Some of ours explodes, some don't. We wanna wait for this to heat. Okay, so as we are waiting for this to heat up, it's up to temperature now. So once it is glowing like that, it's like a light bulb. It's a light bulb-ish glow. You want to go ahead and turn off this. And you want to go ahead and just... Yep, there you go. It exploded and he's dead. So as far as it goes, this is literally it. This is an electric stove. Thanks for watching.